Today, I want to take you on a quick, hopefully quick, studio tour. So let me put my glasses on so I can see. There we go. Happy Canada Day. Where do I have my tattoos? Right there. Happy Canada Day. And I'm going to turn the camera around and we are going to start. I'm going to hand the camera over to my daughter so it's not too shaky, hopefully. This is basically where I work. And usually you see my hands here. That's all you get to see. And probably all you want to see. But anyways, so around here is where, this is what surrounds me. So I've got, this is my stuff that I need kind of at the ready. I've got my Caran d'Ache wax pastels here, some mermaid markers. I've got other water brushes that I bought to put paint and inks in. I've got Magic Wand pencils from Jane Davenport. I've got Faber-Castell pencils. Here's watercolor pencils. I've also got Jane Davenport's acrylic paints here and her inks. And then I've made some little paint writers. And then moving over here. So here is my alcohol inks over here. This is all my dimensional paints, which I love. And then I've just got some other things in here. From Art Alchemy, and then I've got Hydrus watercolors in here and some more inks and India ink right there. And then over here, those are the brushes that I kind of need with, like, I just go to all the time. And then I've just got basically my mediums right here and just my smaller boxes, smaller containers of mediums, so that I don't have to keep my big containers here. And then there is just pencils and whatever. And up here I've got some Jane Davenport, my watercolors from her, and then some more water brushes and just other things, other odds and ends that I need. Here's my lovely watercolor palette. This is the Magic Wand pencils tin that these came in. And I put my watercolors in here because they fit so amazing. And I did a whole video on this. Definitely check that out. This is worth it to buy just for using as a watercolor palette. And then I have gelatos in here. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? And here, and then this is all my washi tape that I have bought. And then I've got more paints here. All these Art Alchemy. I have only recently got these, so I haven't had a chance to use them too much, just a little bit. And then I have my jelly plate out right now because I kind of am working on my jelly plate off and on. And so I just have it out. Sometimes, for the most part, it's in a drawer put away. So it's not my way. And then I've got other napkins here that I use for collage. I collect napkins. I did that before I even realized it was cool to do it. And here's Jane Davenport's collage papers. And then, ooh, look at this. So this is for like mixed media, like really 3D kind of mixed media pieces. And then I've got wood pieces in there, also for mixed media. And here's kind of a center where I've got heat guns and heat tools and my blow dryer and everything. And I've just got some other things down here. I've got fluid acrylics, distress stains here, and then distress paints here. And then I've got, these are the ink sprays I've made myself. And these are ink sprays I've bought. And I have more in there. This is all my watercolor palettes. These are all my Daniel Smith tubes that I have. I keep my Daniel Smiths separate. I don't know why. And then here's all the brushes that I don't need all the time. I do use them, just not as much. Here's my air gun thing that I have ready. The compressor's right here and then the air gun's right here. And my computer's over here. I usually just kind of move it back and forth between my workspace and here. You would think that I would put it over the desk here, but I like to put things here as I work so that I can use this as just kind of a spot to just throw things as I'm doing a video or whatever. So my computer's kind of in the way there, so I don't like to use that. Oh, and let's just show you this. So this whole wall, if you back up a little bit, sorry. if you back up a little bit, you can see I painted the brick on there just to make it look more like industrial and studio-like. And then this is where I mount my video camera, and then I control it from my iPad. And there's just a screw behind here that goes on the bottom of my video camera. And then that is my ribbon garland that I made. And then these lights here are just for kind of ambience. They're not for actual lighting. They don't really do much. When I turn these cold 5000K lights off, then it's actually really cozy with this light and then these lights, but I don't often do that. So all I did was I just spray painted the cage that I got from Michael's, and it was just a hanging light. You can see the cords going down. And I just spray painted a frame and decorated it, took the glass out, so it's kind of like a backdrop to the wall sconces. So that's kind of the decorative part that I've done in this studio, and I have more to do. But if you just look at this, like you can see I've made this chandelier out of cross-stitch hoops, and actually no, a lamp hoop and a cross-stitch hoop up there. Here's an easel. I can pull this out and work at it. I can pull it out where I have more room. And then going over to this side, I just have mostly markers here. And then I have most of my art books here, sketches, watercolor sketches, watercolor books, mixed media books, different things, my printer, and then like office supplies right down here and printer supplies. But this is the goodie section. This is like the art treat section. So right now I've got kind of a mess because I have washi tape stuff washi tape supplies that I make. So let's look at that with napkins. So I've been kind of doing that. So don't pay attention too much to this, but I've got some canvases here that I just have backgrounds of that I need to do something on. But let me show you this. So all of these have such wonderful things in them. So this basket is all about pearl flourishes. All right. This basket is all about glitter, all the luscious glitter in there. This one is sequins, very pretty sequins. And this is gem flourishes. So these are all like the transparent type of flourishes, whereas those ones were the pearls. And then here we have more pearls, but this is just sheets of pearls. Okay, so at this point, you're rolling your eyes and thinking, Janelle has a problem. And I would say, yes, I do. I'm planning on making a chandelier, making little dangly mirrors coming from a chandelier. Not sure exactly what that's going to look like. So this is a lot of stuff I use for DIY projects, like for Christmas ornaments that I made, and the chandeliers, and just different things I've decorated around my house and in my art studio. And this is gold leafing, copper leafing, silver leafing drawer. This is more sequins and, yeah, sequins and sequin waste. So this is little dots out of the middle of the sequins. Fun, hey? Oh, that drawer doesn't want to close. Oh, I also put these handles on myself. And I painted it myself. And then I've got little rope things here. Oh, and sheets of crystal things and diamond wrap. Oh, and diamond wrap here. And crystal garland and chandelier drops. These are really heavy crystal chandelier things. And then down here, I've got fabric flowers. Some I've made myself. More fabric flowers. More odds and ends that I guess didn't fit somewhere else. More home decor stuff. Here's this really cool molds that I've from molding paste. And here's all these molds I have. And these are made from hot glue, which this is made from paper clay. And I have spray painted them. And then chipboard and fabric, tissue paper, napkins. Here's a whole bunch of molds. And then over here, I have another rack and whatnot. And this is my paint rack, which I do have a DIY video on. You can check that out, and it holds all my stencils. This is really awesome, because you know how stencils get tangled up with one another? I've got some stencils here, some new ones and some used ones that I have to hang up. And I've got a couple paintings here. This is going to be a gallery wall eventually. It's quite a large wall, but look at her. She's my favorite. Oh, she's so pretty. And her. I like her too. So that's some paintings there. And then I've got another easel here. I've got a lot of easels. I want to put a wall easel up. And so there's going to be some paintings up here. And here's another one playing the piano. Yep. And here I've got some backgrounds. This is, ooh, here's another one. That is a mixed media collage piece that I did a long time ago. This is a print. I sold the original. And then there's this one. And I've got some up here. And then I've got this class I'm doing on Thursday. I'm teaching it on Thursday. Like an actual live class with people attending. And then this this cabinet, china cabinet, used to be in our dining room or in our living room in our old house, but we moved and it doesn't fit anywhere, or it just doesn't work upstairs. And then I've got all these. I've got easels I need to put up. I've got more lighting here because eventually it doesn't, you can't really tell on camera, but there's quite a lot of room to put tables for classes here. And so I am going to make that into a really cool chandelier, and then I'm going to put lights on that side and that side of it, and so that will provide a lot of light here for the class, for the classroom. Like over there it's really well lit, but I need to add some lights over here, and I have lots of clamp lights that will go there. And in here in the closet we have canvases galore. And I have another cabinet full of smaller canvases. And then in those drawers there, hiding behind there, and in that box, I have bigger mixed media jars. And I just kind of fill up my smaller ones and keep them out there. And then I don't have to have huge, massive mixed media jars on my table, because I like them to be ready for me. And, oh, this area here is where my little daughter, my 9-year-old, she hangs out. I would make room for her to sit, but she likes sitting there, and sometimes she sleeps there. Kind of gets in my way sometimes, but whatever. So I just thought I would include this in my studio tour. This is outside at 10:30 at night, and you can see it is full-on daytime. Yep, 10:30 at night, and that's why we don't go to the fireworks till midnight. So I hope you enjoyed my little studio tour, and let me know in the comments below what you thought. See you later.